YouTube? It's your girl Queenie, and today's video is a little bit different than my regularly scheduled content. I've been reacting to Valorant news and Valorant content, specifically dev updates and Valorant Masters Toronto content on my TikTok and on my Twitch. And so for today's video, I wanted to post a live and raw reaction to the most recent dev update posted on May 30th, 2025. Please let me know in the comments below what was the most exciting thing you saw, or what was something that you were really worried about. The three kind of main focuses of the dev update was the replay system, introducing the new map, and how to deal with Smurfs in Valorant. So please stick around and see you all soon.
Thanks for joining us for another dev update as we continue our 5-year anniversary.
Andy! Sorry.
We've got a lot to share today. I want to talk about abilities. We've seen a lot of conversation over the last few months about abilities in Valorant, especially when multiple abilities overlap and start to overwhelm combat in some scenarios.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the IIP-DDS clip. I watched Tenz's reaction to this. But yeah, this is Valorant. Remember how when they originally started, they were like, no, we're not going to do anything like that.
Let's talk about what we've been calling ability overload here on the live balance.
Ability overload.
Situations where ability combos can sometimes feel overwhelming in combat. And we recognize that adding new agents with new abilities.
Oh, I love Clove.
And we do want our agents to make you think about the game in a new way.
I think about Clove. Clove really made me rethink what depth means.
My love.
And oh, Toyko, you should talk about Toyko.
Yeah, so Toyko makes you consider the importance of an escape plan, essentially. As we look closely, though, at Toyko and how he was being played in the game, we realized that his guided salvos led to a higher frequency of checkmate situations without any opportunity for counterplay, especially at the high level.
There was no opportunity for counterplay.
To bring him more in line with other initiators.
Oh.
We're going to be using Valorant's 5th year to take more of a holistic look at the game. We need to make sure that it's easy to parse all the information at your disposal, whether that be smokes, flashes, stuns, debuffs, you name it.
Clarity changes are typically a net positive and don't have any unintended effects on other agents and abilities, and there's visual tells for health states of Deadlock's barrier mesh as well.
Yeah, okay, so that is something that I think has been really healthy for the game, specifically not just because we're in a gaming league VDC, but that has been something that has been huge for competitive play, specifically for the lower tiers. Like the KO flash, you being able to see it on the map has been really helpful, especially for the people at least who track, okay, does KO have his flash anymore? Does Reyna have her eye anymore? I think that was really helpful for the teams, and it's really been good for comms. I think that the health on the barrier for Deadlock doesn't really make a difference yet. It still is one of the tankiest pieces of utility out there. It takes 2 full clips of a classic. I did like their recent update that they made to Deadlock's utility, where when you first put it down, it's less health, so you have ability to kind of spam it before it goes down. I think that's a really good like balance mechanic that they put in. I could definitely see what they mean about Toyko, though. I was wondering when they were going to balance Toyko, because immediately upon agent release, we saw just the sheer amount of players not knowing what to do like normal. But because of the way that his ult and his Qs work, you really can cover not just an entire site, like an entire Ascent A site between his ult and his 2 Qs. With the smokes, like it really fucks up players, especially people who don't know what to do. But like I'm thinking Icebox too, like people have been playing him on Icebox, which is crazy for me to think about, but it just makes so much sense because you have those narrow passageways, and his utility is so good against those narrow passageways. So I kind of like that.
We monitor how Valorant is actually being played with all of your feedback. So make sure to fill out those surveys you get in the client too. We're also confident that
Make sure you fill out those surveys. Okay. Can we pledge right here and right now who actually does the surveys in Valorant? I do them in League of Legends TFT. I think I've only ever done one Valorant survey that's ever popped up. I wonder what the mechanic is. Like, do you have to play X amount of hours in order to get it? Like, I'm curious. Why are they using console clips? Sob. Have they really been using console clips?
The changes we're making now and some things that we're exploring for the end of the year will ensure that we're maintaining.
I guess it makes sense now that they're PC and console, though. Like, they're really trying to appease the console audience because they know that there's an entire community of people there that will play their game and will buy their merchandise, right? Ulting B main on Icebox or A main on Ascent with Toyko can be kind of wild, especially like if you combine Toyko with Breach or Toyko with Brimstone in particular is where you really start to see his supremacy, especially from a Toyko who knows how to play around his teammates' abilities. Like, if you KJ ult to get on somewhere, or if you KJ ult to retake on A Ascent, and you Taeho ult the wine and all the places that KJ's ult don't hit at the last second, those people are in trouble.
So in the next couple of weeks, we'll be revealing our new map with a little teaser here to hold you over until Masters Toronto.
New map? Masters Toronto, that's me!
The map team cooked on this one.
They cooked,
They've
okay.
created something that aims to
wait, why does it look...
about taking and holding sites and...
I need to watch more because low-key, this is just looking like Ascent right now.
Each site is layered and complex, so that teams have to think pretty carefully.
Okay. Thoughts? Oh, I do like the castle in the background. Okay, now I can kind of see how it's different from Ascent. Is that ice? Why is there like that big ass castle in the back end? That's cool.
Carefully about how you want to spend your utility to get to the site.
I like that little bridge. Oh. Wait, this is very reminiscent of Drift. Like the new TDM map that just came out. Based on the castle aesthetic alone, it's gotta be somewhere in Europe. I'm sorry. It's gotta be... New agent?
We're bringing the new map to competitive queue.
Oh, new map.
Day 1.
Day
Most
1?
players are engaging with the new map for the first time in competitive already. And we want to better support learning the map in that competitive environment right away. And we know it's going to take reps before you're up to speed. So during that first patch cycle, which is 2 weeks, RR losses on the new map will be reduced by 50%.
Okay, I like that. Wait.
You'll still earn the full 100% when you win. We're excited.
Okay. That's something that's feedback that I think is going to be good, because it's going to encourage people to want to competitive Valorant more rather than learning the map in unrated. I'm actually a fan of that. I think that's incredible. Originally, when I first thought about it, like with the rank reduction on the new maps, I was like, that's going to be people abusing like certain things when the, like I can imagine 5-stack queues abusing that information to their personal gain and advantage, which I'm sure they'll get to a little bit later. Wait, if that map is coming in, what's coming out? Do they say it?
You learn and adapt to the layers.
Learn and adapt to the layers, yes.
Feel more comfortable jumping in. Be able to learn as a community.
That is a crazy statement. We just want you to jump in. Y'all saw that concept art. Hold on, let me go back. Y'all saw that concept art right here. You see that little jump right here? I see it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this does look like Ascent here. Like there's boathouse back here. Here's the little switch. Here's elevator. Although I'm curious as to how the castle theme is gonna work. Oh, so that's smurfing. That's the one I'm really looking forward to talking about. Yeah, I feel like I'd actually incentivize people to play and learn the new map. It's also going to cause a lot of people on the very first day to either really boost up high or to absolutely go down. And I think it's gonna be rank disparate. That whole like losses won't affect you as much. I wonder how long that lasts. Like, is that for the first 5 times you play that map? Is it for the first 14 days the map is open as people learn? Does it only affect you, or does it affect your teammates? Like, I feel like that leaves me with so many more questions. It's for the first patch. So for the first 14 days, people are going to dodge to get this map, is what I'm hearing. Okay, I am still a fan of it because I really want to encourage those lower ranked peoples to be able to play competitive. However, this right now, all it is showing me is that people are gonna dodge more, right? Unless dodge timers are gonna go up.
And adapt to the layers of the new map. We want you to feel more
layers of the new map. He keeps, okay. This guy knows this. Whoever wrote this script, give that person a raise. They know what's up. I'm intrigued to see how the community reacts to that, specifically the people who are going to try to be boosting themselves up. Okay, I'm excited. This is where the smurfing comes in. I think it's a good segue to go from this into smurfing because my mind immediately went there.
Next up, we're starting the conversation around a topic we've heard a lot about, smurfing. And that word is loaded. It's not a one-side.
It's loaded. Y'all saw my TikTok that I made about this. Y'all saw it, and it is a loaded word. And I think it's also quite difficult because we kind of throw around smurfs these days. We really throw around accusations and shit like that all the time. I really think we need to be saving this word for true smurfs. I do agree with that. Also, it's crazy because when I'm in Masters Toronto, I started playing Valorant 4 years ago on that date, which is crazy. I'm very intrigued to see what they say about smurfing because the last TikTok I saw was talking about them having heavy-handed, like very heavy-handed hardware bans to people who are 5-stack queuing, specifically to boost people. So let's see what they say.
It's all descriptor of the behavior that we see. Some players are dialed in for the night, and they're just performing well for their rank.
Yeah.
Others are new or returning and in the process of ranking up. But some have D-ranked with the intent to stomp, or are playing at lower ranks on accounts that they didn't level themselves. And that's an issue. So here's what's coming.
Well, that's account buying.
We're increasing the barrier to sharing accounts, starting with multi-factor authentication. Our plan is to require MFA, something like app or SMS verification, primarily for suspicious cases, and we're looking into it for all competitive accounts as well.
I was not expecting that. Requiring two-factor authentication. Okay, so they started that for Premier to try to combat that, okay? So this is something that the community is not, they're not thrown out of left field, okay? There was a lot of people pissed off about it, but those people, I mean, they had to get over it. This is shocking to me. We are going to see an increase of people buying cell phone numbers off of Google that they're never gonna use so that they can have multiple accounts. The whole buying and sharing of accounts, like the price of buying an account is going to go up, number one. So the people who do it are going to get paid more. Number two, the ability to be able to buy telephone numbers within Canada, the United States, and anywhere in the world that has Valorant is going to increase, okay? So that's going to affect a lot of things. And I say that statement only because I know for a fact that when Premier started, there was an influx of people online on Reddit who said that they were buying cell phone numbers or they were using family members' numbers so that they could have multiple accounts in Premier. Like, I don't know how about you, how many like 13, 14, 15-year-olds are going to like start making account, their mom's cell phone, their dad's cell phone, their older sibling's phone who doesn't game. Like, we're going to see some crazy things on TikTok. Like, I'm not mad at this. I think this is really going to be healthy for the game. I think this is a step in the correct direction because as you can see from the majority of the big Valorant creators or the people who've been stepping away from it, Joel's, Average Jonas, when you see those larger Valorant creators, one of the big things they say is, yes, it's not fun, but it is overrun by people who are playing on accounts that are not authentically theirs. And so I'm very intrigued to see what this does for the health of the league, health of the game. However, I know it's not coming yet. They're only doing it for suspicious accounts, which this does confirm my suspicion that they are logging the IP addresses of every single account that you log in from, right? So when you have an account that they are logging your IP and they are logging your hardware too, because that's how they've been able to do hardware and IP bans, right? People will go far lengths to game the system. They will. Like, I don't think this is going to be the vast majority of people. I just think the people who currently already do it are just going to get creative.
Is to have more clarity and guardrails around who is playing on an account. We're planning to launch this year with more specific.
This year.
Second, we'll be adding an additional reporting category for players that are abusing matchmaking systems. This one's two ways. One, we want better data.
Thank God! Standing ovation! Thank you.
Players are currently using the cheating category to report this behavior. And
yes, that's me.
Making it more complicated.
That is making, okay. This is my formal apology to Riot Games. That is me. I'm so guilty. I'm so guilty of using the cheating category because in my opinion, I have equated smurfing and cheating to be synonymous and to be the same thing. However, you guys separating it here, I appreciate it. I don't know about you, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Rank and matchmaking abuse is a complex space.
It is.
We want to hear your feedback now and as these features come online. This is a major step forward and just the start of more to come. Oh,
more to come.
There's some overlap here with botted accounts.
Botted accounts?
We've banned hundreds of thousands of these accounts to date. So
hundreds of thousands.
Expect that same fate. Next up, I wanted to give an update about something we talked about earlier this year. We're adding more visibility into your behavior standing. Here's what we plan for it to look like. You can see any active warnings or penalties on your account, along with what penalties may be coming next if you don't shape up. This is also launching later this year. Our game is competitive, and sometimes you overheat. We're giving you more.
Chat, people are about to be humbled. People are about to be so humbled. Okay, I have been talking about this since this game came to be. That there needs to be an honor system similar to League of Legends that requires rewards specific to that so that people will, for lack of a better term, man up and own their shit. Please tell me there's rewards accounted.
Visible information.
Okay.
So you can course correct more quickly and so you understand when bans are on the table. Competing has those lows. But let's talk about the highs too. We started the year off with some quality of life improvements, like rank shields. And we're
rank shields, I love it.
Additional recognition to Premier. If you've been looking for a way to rep your squad across the Val, check out Premier in 11.0. Team tags are coming for players who participate in matches. And
Oh, that's cute.
we're adding a
That's
sick way
cute.
to recognize those that managed to win the playoff tournament. In
I really
today's
wish
competition,
that
we've got
was
one
the
more
case for like if you
as we
won
lead the Masters
previously.
tournament.
Yeah. Okay. This is what I've been waiting forward to.
The second goal is more flexibility. We want to design
Isn't that completely, wait, am I wrong in saying that's a complete 180 on why they brought partnering into Valorant in the first place? Didn't they say that they were bringing partnering into Valorant to make it feel more competitive and to make it feel more legitimate? I don't know. I feel like that's a complete 180.
and our third goal is to create more ecosystem moments. Events like Masters and Champions have been incredibly valuable because they
Yes, they
allow us
have.
to bring together all the things that make Valorant special. The game, the
It brings
sport,
people back
the
into
music,
Valorant,
culture.
like literally.
And while we think the number of global events is still appropriate, we're looking to create more moments like that, especially at the regional level.
Okay, chat, any ideas on what we need to do for Valorant? If they're doing region specific, like are they doing, when they mean region specific, do they mean like NA? Do they mean like EMEA? Like, I think they already do so much on the global scale that I feel like it would, not that it would take away from those events, I just don't see how it's going to be sustainable per region based on the popularity of the game going downhill in the last couple of months. I personally, as you guys know, I still love this game. I do. I love it to pieces. I still enjoy myself. I've only tilted a couple times, okay, and that's because of an internet issue, not because of Valorant, which they also haven't talked about in this update. I was really hoping they were going to talk about internet-based bans because they've been banning and warning people due to inconnectivity to the game because they think they're AFK. And then they show proof of it being like a server error, and then they say, oh, it's your fault for queuing when you knew that the internet was going to go down. So I'm very curious as to why they haven't talked about it. I guess it's just not one of like the major, I mean, this is a major dev update, so I understand.
The patch
Wow.
on release day will be a
Okay.
significantly large download to change the engine out, so we really appreciate your patience. In the short term,
Significantly large download. Do you know how much I already have to uninstall? Oh my god. It's a me problem. It's a me problem.
It doesn't disrupt your gameplay, so the game's overall look, feel, and all your crazy lineups should still be similar. The
Okay,
patch will,
good.
However, come with changes that will improve frame rate performance,
Frame rate, oh.
download faster in the future, and there will also be a special gun buddy to commemorate the occasion. For
Aw,
everybody that logs
okay.
in while the 11.02 patch is still live. Over the long term,
Okay.
bringing Val onto Unreal 5 will enable a whole host of new possibilities.
That doesn't surprise me that they're doing that though, because that aren't so many games on that now.
These have been a long time coming, and we are happy to confirm that they'll be going live on PC with patch 11.06 in September, and coming to console a bit later this year. The launch
Oh.
version will enable you to analyze your recently played games on the live patch, starting with your competitive games, and
I don't wanna
will
do that.
other modes over time.
Wait!
To click through each player's perspective, you'll have a free-moving observer cam. and
Wait!
some other playback control tools. We really
Wait!
couldn't be more excited to get replays out to you all.
The Valorant devs have heard our cries. Do you know how long we have been waiting for this? I'm curious as to how this is going to work with storage because I just talked about storage. Mwah, chef's kiss. I was going to say that's going to like completely destroy like Overwolf and some of the other programs though. I hope they push replays to customs. That would be crazy for VDC anti-strat. I know, literally. Actually, it'd be crazy.
Alright, that's a wrap for today. We're
Okay, that's a
5
wrap
years
for
in,
today.
but we
5
want
years
you to know
in.
that we're just-
Overall, what we saw in that dev breakdown, okay, points that we liked. There is a new map coming. There's a new map leaving. They haven't released what map they're leaving. The current new map looks like it's like a castle type feel. It's giving Ascent vibes to me. Very Ascent vibes, but I'm low-key really excited with that little Radiant Ice bit. Smurfing is not cheating in the eyes of Valorant. Interesting that they categorize it as cheating when I definitely see it as cheating. However, I do like that there's going to be a specific report option for it now to kind of help the community get used to being able to report this type of behavior. Do the Valorant surveys. I barely get them, so that tells you how much I play. And I think the final note that I can see is the replay system is going to actually be massive. It's going to be massive for Valorant. I don't think some people will come back to Valorant per se. Oh, and when the new map comes out, there's going to be that rank DK type thing where like if you lose a game, you don't lose as much. I think those are going to be very healthy for the health of the current player base. I don't necessarily know this is going to deter people from leaving. So I'm very curious to see Andy and Tavasi. I'm probably going to post this on YouTube. So if anybody would like to say anything, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. That was a crazy Dev update. Hi YouTube.